It took me a long time to learn how to smile. I was never a child who could light up on command, who could give the photographer that open-mouthed beam, the kid face scrunched up like an accordion. That kind of giddy joy didn't interest me. I wanted to smile like an adult, understated and careful, like I knew what was going on and had decided to smile anyway. So I practiced. I'd stand in front of the mirror, trying on smiles like hats, the wide, teeth-bared grin that made my cheeks hurt, the tight-lipped Mona Lisa sliver. Sometimes I'd combine the two. My lips pressed into each other, I'd stretch my mouth until my cheeks stuck out farther than my ears. But no one likes a closed-mouth smile. I once tried a half-fake smile, which was also a half-real frown, reasoning that a little genuine was better than none at all. Here, one corner of my mouth tipped down toward my chin, while the other curled upward, so slightly it might have been a shadow. It was a neat trick, but it was no smile. None of those efforts made me look happy. They made me look like I was trying too hard. In that way, they were all genuine. I practiced my smiles at my father's house. My bedroom there looked like the room of a very lucky little girl. 4-poster mahogany bed with a white comforter that puffed up like a marshmallow, and not one pillow but 4, a matching nightstand, and even a mahogany vanity with brass knobs and a mirror as tall as I was. It felt like a set, and I used it primarily as a rehearsal space. It was at my mother's house that I really lived, with my clutter and my toys and my couch. Neither of my parents wanted the living room couch when they separated. When my father moved out, he furnished his new home with a burgundy leather couch that would have been ideal for a psychiatrist's office. At 6, I called it the shrink couch. My mother, on the other hand, bought a dainty, cushionless settee. It evoked Edith Wharton and was about as comfortable as a park bench. I inherited their compromise, this long white couch, ill-advised for most adults, but which I kept in pristine condition. I also commandeered their glass coffee table and requested a large gold letter A and a doorbell for the hallway outside my bedroom. But my mother had to draw the line somewhere. I wanted the perfect smile for my life at my mother's house, but until I got it, I practiced only in front of the vanity at my father's. I practiced after school and in the Le Entrechamp et Loup, the hour of sunset when it's just light enough to make out figures, but too dark to differentiate between dogs and wolves. I stole that phrase from my father. I started practicing my smile before kindergarten, when I had no idea that my future held 13 years of class photos. Picture day, at least at my elementary school, brought the pressure. Outfits were chosen, faces were scrubbed, and hair was combed. After all, this was the picture on which you and your mother would be judged. The picture that would be tucked into holiday cards and wallets, that would end up in photo albums and on mantels, dressers, and nightstands.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.